And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, I hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OC as we have returned and we have jumped into our next series of the broadcast here. We're here in the round of 16. Winner of this series goes on to the quarterfinals to face off against Björn, and we have found ourselves mid-series in the ace match. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player representing Streamer Zone from the land of Poland. It is Gerald. Here we go. And again, I do apologize for the shaky broadcast so far, you know, missing matches and jumping into like one game here and there in the series. That continues here, I suppose, but after this we should be good. Like after this should lead into Björn's match, this should lead into the semifinals, into the upper semis, lower semis, into the grand finals as well. Like it should be like a more clean broadcast from here, and I'm ready. I'm excited. Now, we missed out on game 1 and game 2, but regardless, we have found ourselves in the ace match, and we have seen Gerald take down MaxPax in the past. It is a rare sight. I mean, already the ace match is an amazing feat here for Gerald. MaxPax is the best Protoss player in Europe, so you don't get better than MaxPax in the land of Europa. We'll see if Gerald can go all the way. We shall see. For now, 2-gate opener out of Gerald. Meanwhile, MaxPax across the map going for the gate cyber into expansion. And welcome one and all to Persephone. Persephone is, of course, one of the new TLMC maps. It did come second place in TLMC 20, and we do have some unique features here. Overall, the rush distance by ground is very direct. It's very direct here from base to base. Relatively short rush distance by ground as well. But what do we have? Healing pads. We have healing pads on the right. We have the gold expansion. We have these speed zones as well, leading up and down the right-hand side of the map, leading from a gold base or from base to base. Likewise, rocks, destructible debris. There's a lot of features here on the right-hand side, but outside of that, shorter rush distance by air, and we do have that Stargate opener out of MaxPax, which is standard. MaxPax is quite predictable in PvP. Gate, Cyber, to Stargate, into Nexus. I say that, it's quite solid, it's quite safe. There's a reason why MaxPax goes with this opener every single PvP. A lot of the time it comes down to the opposing player on how they want to approach this. Does Gerald try to all in, or does he try to play macro? And we have the answer. So double Stalker opener into a Nexus. So Gerald, he will have a comparable economy. He is going to be delaying his units, delaying his 3rd and 4th unit here in favor of a faster Nexus, comparably timed with MaxPax. Now, the power of MaxPax's opener isn't just the economy, it comes down to the Stargate as well. Void Rays are amazing defensively early on in the early game. Likewise, the Oracle has potential to harass and give MaxPax a lead early on as well by sniping and killing workers. So the Oracle's on the way. If you're in the chat, Gamba time. It is Gamba time. Here we go. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat as the Oracle is moving out. Oracle does move out. Stalker's in position. Again, as we mentioned, MaxPax's opener is a little bit more predictable. And speaking of predictability, the Oracle takes a lot of hits, takes some whole damage as well. Very nice catch here by Gerald. He doesn't get the kill, but he does zone MaxPax away. Does zone him away. MaxPax looking for a way in. So far, Gerald, he's keeping up. He is keeping up, forcing him back. But yeah, predictions are open in the chat if you wish to get your Gamba going. Second Oracle does pop out, so we have one Oracle towards the main, one Oracle towards the natural. Shield battery is done in the main base, so the main base is safe and sound. And likewise, the Epson ground units here also moving out towards that natural base. Shield battery not yet done. He gets 1, he gets 2. Nice pickoffs. He gets 2 probes. Again, the shield battery done a little bit too late by a couple of seconds. Oracle back into the natural. So far, Geralt is keeping up. Bleeding out a couple of workers, but nothing major yet. Meanwhile, faster blink here for Geralt. Going to be a slightly delayed blink for MaxPax, but it's because of the Stargate. Ooh, blink into Dark Shrine. MaxPax, he's very fond of DTs in this matchup, and they can be very difficult to deal with in PvP, especially in the mid game. So we'll see if Geralt can get a read on what's going on. We can see Geralt, he is chasing the Oracle. Geralt cutting corners. He's going for the 3rd Nexus before the Robo. What does that mean? That means 0 detection. There is no Robo, there is no detection, not yet. Hopefully Geralt doesn't delay his Robo for too much longer. Otherwise the game can just end. Dark Shrine is halfway done. Dark Shrine is halfway done. Proxy Pylon has been thrown down, and the Invisible Man can end the game here, as we have a fourth gateway. Fourth gateway for Gerald. Where's the Robo? There it is. Okay, whew. Okay, Robo's on the way. Now, this is late. This is a delayed Robo here for Gerald. Does find the proxy, does shut it down. Very nicely done. Pylon is gonna fall. There's a recall. Oracle is deflected. Whew. So far, Gerald is keeping up. He is keeping up. Now, without that proxy... Oh, never mind. There's a backup pylon. Okay, backup pylon is here. DTs are warping in. And the Robo's not yet done. My apologies. I'd assumed that that was the only pylon. I'd assumed that that would delay the warp in and delay the Dark Templar, but there was a second pylon. DTs are still across the map. And Gerald, he's in trouble here. Now, this shouldn't just end the game because the Observer should be on the way, but this is going to get damaged nonetheless. Yeah, Gerald, he does catch out their Stalkers. Here comes the Observer. DTs, they hit the mineral line. Oh, they're going for the pylon. Nice force fields. But if that pylon goes down, that's game. Okay, it does hold on. Pylon is saved. Whew. Observer comes out, looks down one of the DTs. The other DT gets into the middle line. Nice stasis. Stasis goes off. Getting 3 probe kills. Getting 4. Getting almost 5. Almost, but not quite. Whew. So 4 probes for 2 Adepts. Sorry, 4 probes for 2 Dark Templar. Better trade for Gerald. There's a lot of tech invested into that. Gerald, he was able to shut down these Stalkers earlier as well, and he should shut down this proxy. So far, so good. Gerald's in a decent position. Getting his third base up and running. Likewise, so is MaxPax. MaxPax, he does have that worker lead. So MaxPax is ahead economically. Ahead by 9 workers, actually. So that's a pretty big advantage here for MaxPax. What does Gerald have? Gerald, he has, I believe, a higher Stalker count. Yeah, he's got more Stalkers, but he has to make use of this army. He has to use this. 4th base on the way. Denying the 4th base would be nice. Ideally, I'm sure Gerald wants a little bit more. A little bit more here. Moving out. There's a stasis. Does he notice in time? Oh, he does. Whew. Does see the shimmer. Nice moves. Baits out the stasis. Going for the expansion. Oh, there's a cancel. Again, very necessary pickup. So he cancels the 4th base. Gerald, he still has the higher Stalker count. He recalls back home. Oh, yeah, Depths, they do get into the mineral line. Getting 5 probe kills. Like, that economic damage is brutal. It's stacking up. In total, 12 workers have gone down. At least Gerald does have the faster expansion, but only by slightly. So still very tense. Still very tense here for Gerald. He's had a couple of good moments. MaxPax moving out. He's got his stasis traps. If Gerald doesn't notice, I mean, MaxPax, he can bait him in. Oh no! He baits him. Yeah, it does bait him in. Stasis goes off. And MaxPax, he can break this. He can now break this location. Gerald blinking his heart out. So far, good control. But there's no shield battery here. Stasis is about to run out. Gerald, he's forcible back. But very nice blink control. Now, Gerald, he doesn't lose that many of his Stalkers, but so many of them are deep in the red. So many of them are low. As Gerald is still trying to keep up. Another stasis. Gerald, he moves out. Dark Templar on the way on the right-hand side. But there are cannons. Oof, stasis goes off once again, catching a handful of Stalkers. DTs at the mineral line. Cannons in position. And Dark Templar not doing enough damage. Zealots have arrived. They do a great job tanking. Yeah, they tank those shots. The last DTs, they get cleaned up. And Gerald, he gets forced back. And we'll at least deny the 5th base, but the 5th doesn't matter as much. Like, MaxPax still has a better economy. Ooh, that was a kill. Okay. That was a kill, not a cancel, so not bad. Gerald, 400 mils down the drain. Does kill the expansion. Gerald, he's keeping up back at home. He's holding on. He does pull away. MaxPax going for his own split push. You have Zelt on the right hand side. Gerald, he is somewhat aware and he's getting more stack defense. Just be so worried here about that stasis trap. Oh! Doesn't get baited. There we go. Waits out towards the end. Nice blink. Gerald chasing it back. Likewise, defensive warping is available. She does react in time. So far, so good. The downside here is that MaxPax is getting a 5th. The 5th base was killed earlier, but it's getting back up and running, and Gerald, he has yet to expand. He's stuck on 4 bases. Still stuck with a worse economy. Ooh, as Gerald, he overreacts. Out of position, completely out of position. He overreacted here to the Zealot run by, and that might just cost him. That might just cost him here. 10 probe kills. 10 workers go down, then he overreacted to the left. Gets pulled apart on the right. Yeah, Gerald just getting caught out of position here. He does hold, but this is all incremental damage. It's just getting damage over time. And back at home, MaxPax is just very comfortable because he's the aggressor, right? Because MaxPax is the aggressor, he's comfortably just expanding, saturating his bases, throwing down more stack defense. Gerald, he has somewhat gained map control, but he cannot fight this head on. He attempts to, blinks forward, charge will dive in, DTs as well, and MaxPax, he will take this fight. He will overwhelm, catches out the Immortal. We do get a warping into the main base, but last MaxPax, he's back at him to defend. And he shuts Gerald down. I'll shut him down. Do you have a would-be 5th base on the way? MaxPax, he does strike the 4th. Doesn't quite get the cannon. But at this point, MaxPax, he has 26 Stalkers to the 16 here of Gerald. You can just keep going. Oh, no. We have DT harass coming in. No detection, no observer. Yeah, observer's not quite in position. You can see Gerald, he responds with the entire army, and that means that here on the right-hand side, it's exposed. Yeah, the base is exposed. Once again, Gerald's out of position. MaxPax able to engage. Likewise, does reinforce with more Zealots. And MaxPax, he overwhelms. He overwhelms his position. He's just going for the 4th base. Going for the Nexus. And Gerald, he can't hold on. Not anymore. Not like this. Not like this. Again, he played well. He had some really strong wins, especially in the early to mid game. But unfortunately, just had a really hard time keeping up with the aggression of MaxPax. Like, once MaxPax gained map control, you can see here, like, especially with all the stage traps, can just be so oppressive. But that is a big part of the kind of new form of PvP, the new meta even, with the latest patch. And it's something that we've seen a lot of here. What I'm getting at is the stasis support. It's a big part of MaxPax's mid-game now because of the Stargate opener. Again. Reinforcements on the way. There's no proxy pylon, so it takes a while for the reinforcements to arrive, but overall MaxPax is still taking this fight. Still coming out on top. And moving in, gets a revelation off. Observer gets spotted. Up. Yeah, gets the observer. Now we can start warping in DTs. Gerald trying to make a stand. He did lose his 5th base throughout all of this, so stuck on 4 bases. MaxPax getting a 6th expansion. I mean, shout out to Gerald. He's holding on. But over time, his army's just getting smaller. He's just taking too many losses here. Bleeding out too much. MaxPax, he rotates. Gerald, he's here towards the right-hand side. And meanwhile, the 3rd base is exposed. It's going to go down as well. GG. And with that, MaxPax, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the quarterfinals. GG. Whew. Does advance on to the quarterfinals, and we'll see how MaxPax can compare to Bjorn, as Bjorn is patiently waiting for him. Shout out to Gerald, of course, as Gerald did force MaxPax to the ace match, and honestly, Gerald had a really strong start to the game. I love the positioning against the Oracles. I love the defense against the Oracles. Likewise, being able to keep up with the DT harass as well. Like, Gerald, he was playing very, very well, but unfortunately, towards the mid game, like we did see MaxPax get some important wins when it came to catching the army, taking better trades with stalkers because of the stasis traps. I'm still remembering the stasis trap on the left hand side of the 3rd base, where we saw Gerald just bleed out so many stalkers and get so many stalkers low because of the stasis as well. He held, but it came at a really brutal cost, especially in a mirror matchup. Likewise, if you remember, the counter DT play of Gerald didn't really get any damage done. Cannons were already complete, so MaxPax, he could like set and forget his base defense. And with that MaxPax, he held. He did hold. GG. GG, well played. MaxPax does advance on, and we are getting ready here for the quarterfinals.